Hello. I'm having issues with the live stream here. Okay, am I on? Am I good now? All right. This has been happening. Mercury retrograde, you gotta love it. Every single Mercury retrograde, I always struggle with something going wrong and glitching out and disconnecting me or something that goes wrong. But anyway, it looks like we're good. Are we good? What's up, everybody? All right, weekend forecast time. Good deal, good deal. Solid now, solid now. Cool. So, yeah, we're just going to hop right into it. Remember to look in the description of the video, ladies and gentlemen, for information on scheduling personal readings. And those of you who missed out on the memo, 22 mini readings are back, okay? That's in the description of the video as well, how to get that going and get put on the schedule and all that good stuff, okay? Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it. Cool, everybody's showing up now, awesome. Do we got any Aries people in here? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aries for this weekend. What do we got? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aries. The Four of Cups in the reverse. There's several different avenues that I could take with that right there. Okay. I think some of you are it's either you or the person you're dealing with are starting to kind of realize that you shouldn't, because I know that the Four of Cups in the upright is like somebody kind of passing up on an opportunity or not recognizing an opportunity. And in the reverse, I think it feels to me like it's almost regretting missing an opportunity, if that makes any sense. Like, oh, I didn't know what I had now until it's gone. Almost that type of feeling, you know? Again, though, I could take several different paths with that. I'm not 100% sure exactly how I feel about it, but that's kind of the first thing that wanted to come through. There's 3 more shuffles here. Let's see what else we got. 2 more. Okay, the Sun card. Cool. Good deal. Okay, so yeah, that's the person that you're dealing with here. Okay, could be a Scorpio possibly, or a Capricorn. But yeah, I think that you're fine. You're good. You're letting go of this. You're good. You're like at one point in time, this may have been a very difficult decision for you to make. But whatever this was here, I think that you're finally in your heart, like not even really passionate and interested anymore. And as I break down to you guys all the time in personal readings, the science behind how this works, once you energetically let go, then that's when the person that you're dealing with starts to really feel, oh no, I'm having second thoughts about this. They're kind of starting to regret it a little bit, you know? I'm having second thoughts about this. They want to, I think, make things right with you. I don't think it's going to happen though, okay? I don't really see any communication actually happening here. I see if communication does try to come through, I don't know if you're even going to respond to it. With the Two of Swords though, Queen of Pentacles, doesn't really look like a whole lot of actions being taken, not a lot of communication, and the outcome resting in the current moment is the Two of Cups in the reverse. So you all are, if you're in separation, I don't see you coming back together. If you're not in separation, you will be real soon, okay? But either way though, again, this is one of those types of things that once you finally release, then that's when they feel that and they're like, oh no, oh shit. Maybe I screwed up. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. You know? Now they're starting to think twice about it, is what I'm seeing here. Okie dokie. Well, let's pull a couple of advice cards for you. Couple of advice cards for Aries. There's 1. There's 2, whoops, Lovers Reversed, and 3, the Star card, okay. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or an Aquarius. Either way, there was a lot that needed to be learned when it came to this particular connection here. Don't just run away from it and bury it and pretend that it never happened, especially if there was some animosity that you had with this person. It's very, very important to understand how to transmute that energy and flip it around into something positive. Okay, don't try to overthink this. Okay, you all aren't real big overthinkers a lot of times anyway. Sometimes you can be, but there's no point in trying to overthink this. Don't try to turn it into something that it's not. You already have a very, very, very vast understanding of the who's, how's, why's, what, when, where, shoulda, coulda, woulda, all that good stuff. And this was a very, very, very intense connection, and it did not happen by accident. But you're not required to dump a bunch of energy into it, okay? The cycle between the two of you is complete. You are allowed to let go, okay? Don't let them manipulate you into thinking otherwise, all right? All right, Taurus. We got any Taurus people in here? Taurus. Hey, hey. Gemini, thanks for tuning in. Taurus, Venus works, yes. Yes, yes, Taurus, Venus works. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Back before I started doing this for a living, I did what you all do. I was just a viewer, you know. And I'm an Aquarius with a Virgo moon and rising. And I had a big handful of tarot card readers that I would watch. And on those times where no tarot card reader, none of them on YouTube, none of their Aquarius readings resonated with me, 99% of the time, if I went and watched the Virgo readings, it did. Those would resonate more. If Aquarius didn't, it would always resonate with Virgo, if that makes sense. Anyway, though. Boom! Excuse me. Taurus. Okay. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Very, very poor communication, if any at all. Could be completely blocked between the two of you. But either way, I do kind of feel like that was one of the issues that led up to where we're at right now. And that's bad communication. And I know we hear that a lot, and it sounds cliche, but dude, you have no idea how important concise communication really is, okay? That leads to the decline of so many connections, y'all. So many. Thank you for that super chat. Cardelian Moon Tarot, is that how you say that? If I said that wrong, I greatly, I apologize, but I'm reading here, get beer or coffee. Right on. Thank you, thank you. Anyway, Taurus, let's go ahead and get 4 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 2 more shuffles here, 2 more. Melissa, thanks for that super chat. Happy Halloween to you too. Okay, 4 swords overall here. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius possibly. Okay, so I see communication wanting to come through here. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. The person you're dealing with does want to reach out. But again, communication is very, very poor. I don't know. Maybe if they try to reach out, I don't really think you're going to respond. Okay, maybe it's communication being turned down. But I think it's the person you're dealing with because they have Page of Swords upright, Page of Wands reversed. Could be an air sign or a fire sign. That's why the Knight of Swords is in the reverse. That's the reason why, at the end of the day, I think that little bitty seed of bad, inconsistent communication is what, over time, manifested into what we have right now, okay? This person is watching you, okay? They are watching you. They are keeping an eye on you. So again, even if there is communication, there's much more silent watching than anything, okay? But the Tower card, okay? It's again, I don't see the two of you coming back together. I think you are, for the most part, at a place of peace here, but not whenever you're either dealing with or around this person. This person is knocks you off balance, okay? You two do not balance each other out very well at all. At all. And I think you spend a lot of time focusing on how much time you wasted too. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? At the end of the day, there is no such thing as a waste of time. Only if you choose to believe it. Okay? Look, this is everybody watching. You have no idea how powerful your beliefs are. You have no idea how powerful your beliefs are. Okay? If you believe that was a waste of time, you're right. But if you believe that you learned something that is actually helping you, that you can extract wisdom from, and use that to transcend yourself and evolve, okay, you're right. Whatever you choose to believe, you're right. So don't sit around and focus on it being a waste of time. It was only a waste of time if you believe it was a waste of time. Okay, and how productive is that? Not very, okay? We're not going to see a lot of change, a lot of evolution, a lot of new experiences if we just choose to look at the past so negatively like that, okay? Anyway, though, yeah. Some of you, again, are dealing with somebody who does want to communicate, and they're probably going to try, but I don't really see you acknowledging it or paying attention to it. Not really. You do think about this person an awful lot, but yeah. Any communication that comes through is going to be turned down or just ignored, okay? Let's get a couple of advice cards on the table for you. 3 advice cards for Taurus. There's 1, Temperance reversed again. Okay, so if this person, any person, you are not required, if you don't want to basically keep somebody in your life who does not contribute in a good way. If all they do is bring you down and hold you back, dude, you are not required to keep that person in your life. Do not take on burdens that aren't yours to take on, okay? If you are in the position to take on a burden, okay, that's one thing. But don't go around, this is a big earth sign challenge, okay? This is earth signs, y'all are real big on this, okay? Going around and doing all this extra shit, and then when you aren't awarded a trophy for it, you get pissed off. Don't take on burdens that aren't yours to take on. Look, at the end of the day, that's an awesome thing to do. That's you got a big old heart. But to be 100% honest with you, I'm going to give you some King of Swords advice right now. Nobody gives a shit, okay? Nobody really gives a shit. So if you want to do something, do it with no expectations and expect nothing in return, okay? Just put it that way. If you're doing things, don't look for anything in return, okay? Vanessa, thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate it. Gemini, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? Gemini. Jim Giroux. Look what just jumped out for you here. Some of y'all dealing with a Capricorn. Not very healthy. Some of you all are dealing with somebody who has some addiction problems, okay? Anna, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Some of you are dealing with somebody who has some addiction problems. Some of you all are dealing with a connection that was just sex-based only. Either way, though, no matter how you slice the bread or which way you want to crumble that cookie, it's not a healthy connection, okay? At the end of the day, this connection, one, the other, or both of you, was more in it for self-gratification than actually sharing a connection. And, you know, we want to come together. We want to share a connection and learn to grow and evolve and learn each other. One, the other, or both of you was in it for the wrong reasons. It was self-gratification in one way, shape, form, or fashion, okay? Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2. 2 more. Eight of Wands. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody who is at a distance here. All right, good deal. See, the person you're dealing with, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups reversed. Could have been a third-party situation, okay? Man, there's a lot. This is a mess, dude. This is a mess, okay? So I think you're like turning this down and walking away is what I'm seeing. Thanks for that super chat, TRF. Appreciate it. You're turning this down and walking away, okay? Some of you are dealing with a situation that was a cycle, okay? They kept cycling around over and over and over again, and you're finally coming to your senses about the fact that, dude, I got to jam a stick in the wheel, you know? There's only one way to make the wheel of the cycle stop turning, that's to jam a stick in it. And yes, that can cause a wreck. Yeah, you know, if you imagine a bicycle riding down the street and those wheels are just turning, you gotta jam a stick in that wheel and bring it to a stop. And yes, it's kind of uncomfortable and scary, and you might fall and you might get a boo-boo, but you get up and you heal and you move on from it. See what I'm saying? That's what some of you are dealing with here. But for the most part, I sense a lot of distrust, okay? Again, could have been a third-party situation. I think for a lot of you, the biggest issue here was coming together with somebody when one, the other, or both of you were broken and unhealed. That happens all the time. And I know that I always used to kind of preach and teach that you should heal first. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Okay, all right. Well, that's like walking across a thin frozen lake, dude. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Okay, so let's meet in the middle somewhere. Meet in the middle somewhere. If you are broken and hurt and you want to come together with a person, it's really, 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 really easy to turn to that person as a distraction from your pain. You know what that does? All that does is going to, if you neglect the broken, unhealed part of whatever it is that, whatever's hurting you, essentially what's going to happen is that is going to manifest in the physical, okay? Vanessa, thanks for that super chat. That is going to manifest in your physical reality. If you come together with a person on the frequency of heartbreak and loneliness, it happens. We've all done it. But if you do that and you neglect your heartbreak and your loneliness and you neglect that broken part of you and you pay too much attention to how this person, distracts you from that, which is what most of us do, then that vibration is going to sink to the pit of your subconscious mind, and it is a thought form of its own now, and something in your physical reality will manifest that complements the frequency of emptiness and loneliness. That's the way it works, okay? Any failed connection you have ever had, any one of them, if you go back and you're honest with yourself and you ask yourself what frequency you were on when you came together with this person, that will tell you everything that you need to know. Okay, the the outcome resting in the current moment here. King of Cups reversed. The person you're dealing with does have a great deal of emotion for you, but I see a lot of emotional immaturity here is what I'm seeing. Okay, a lot of not able to handle my emotions correctly, not wanting to be accountable for my own emotional state. Okay, so again, that devil energy right there, not quite Nine of Cups reversed energy, but there was an awful lot of neglected brokenness, okay? That's what happened here. The two of you came together, one, the other, or both of you was empty and broken, okay? Could have been both of you because like attracts like, but doesn't have to be. And that was neglected. The demons were neglected, okay? We think that this love relationship is going to make all of our problems go away, don't we? And it never does. It never has. And it never will. If it did, we wouldn't even be here right now, would we? We wouldn't even be here. But I don't see, I think you're pretty much turning this down. You come to your senses about this and you're walking away, okay? Again, this person could be at a distance from you. But if they attempt to try to come back around, ooh, there you go. That's your card. Could be another Gemini you're dealing with. Could be a twin flame connection for some of you. But it's just, you're walking away from this. And let's go ahead and get you some advice cards on the table. You're walking away from this, and I think that the person you're dealing with is starting to really understand. Oh, shit. Oops. That's very, kind of along the lines of your all's November reading, too, wasn't it? Okay, Knight of Wands in the reverse. Slow down. Don't be in such a hurry, okay? Don't be in such a hurry, especially if we are, look, y'all. I don't know how old you are. I'm 32. I'll be 33 in February. If we are looking for a partner, if we are interested in somebody who's going to stay by our side for the rest of our lives, hoping that we all live a long, healthy, regular a human life, that's still a bunch of years, dude. That's a bunch of years, okay? Relax. Don't be in such a hurry. Don't be in such a hurry, okay? All right, don't tell everybody your next move, okay? Don't tell everybody your next move. If you're planning something, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. There's a lot of people out there who you can't trust, okay? And they can throw energy your way that can play some major effects on the outcomes of your situations. If you're planning something, just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Not everybody needs to know. Okay, don't be going and posting what you're planning on doing all over social media. Just work in the silence and let your results speak for themselves, okay? All righty. That was an interesting read. Cancer. Cancer. Do we have any Cancers in here? Do we have any Cancerians in here? Oh, hello, Leah. Leah's in there moderating. What's up, baby doll? I just now noticed that. I'm like, huh? Cool, right on. Cancerian. Cancer. Cancer. 4 shuffles here. 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Seven of Swords. Okay, the Tower card. Definitely something that came to an end here. I don't know though. With the Death in the reverse here, I think somebody's planning. Somebody's trying to come back around and reconcile this, but no, it's not very. It's not. I don't see it being like an honest, genuine attempt at a reconciliation. It looks like somebody's trying to come back around and play some sneaky shit. Okay, so this is something that came to an end in the past for sure. So it could be for some of you. I have Scorpio and Libra here, but it could be anybody. Okay, I have air signs, fire signs. Air and fire is all I have on the table here. All right. But yeah. I see an attempted reconciliation, but not an honest attempted reconciliation. I don't know who it is. It's not saying, because the overall energy is the Seven of Swords and the underlying energy is the Death reversed. Okay. So that's some sneaky shit. So like if somebody tries to come back around, I can't tell who it is here. It's not really saying. It's not really saying. But it could be both of you. It could be maybe the two of you are trying to work this out and either prevent an ending or reconcile something that came to an end. And maybe both of you are just kind of blowing smoke up each other's asses, not really being 100% honest with each other. And maybe both of y'all are doing some shady shit to each other. I don't know. But there's definitely not 100% honesty in this. Again, because you have the Tower card here. So this is, for some of you, this is something that came to an end in the past. For others of you, this is something that's like, about, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell, you can smell it. You can smell the ending coming. Like, there's something really rocky between you and this person here. And somebody is trying to avoid an ending. Whatever, take it how it resonates. But I don't really feel like there's 100% honesty going on right here. So, Ten of Swords reversed and the Two of Cups reversed. The outcome resting in the current moment. I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it's going to work out. See, you got Six of Wands right here. I think for those of you dealing with somebody who's trying to play games with you, your bullshit-o-meter is so sensitive. You can smell it from a mile away. And I don't think you're buying it. I don't think you're buying it for a damn minute. So let's get some advice cards on the table for you. 3 advice cards for Cancer. 3 advice cards for Cancer. The Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, don't let nobody play around with you. You need to make up your mind and make a decision, okay? There's a lot of this, oh, well, I made this decision right here, and then you came around and you know exactly what to say to pluck at my heartstrings, and I completely changed my mind because you know how to manipulate me. When you make up your mind, make a damn decision, okay? Make it. Final decision. No wavering. But boom, the Star in the reverse. Okay, whoa. And the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so this is one of those types of situations where don't try to figure it out logically. Don't ever underestimate the universe's ability to put you in a situation that makes no fucking sense. Okay, and the more you try to figure it out, the less sense it makes. Okay, this, from a far back universal perspective, this is like a test. The universe is saying, can you let go and just let me do my thing? Okay, your little teeny weeny little human brain that you think is so damn smart will never be able to figure this out. Okay, not logically. Let go and let me do my thing. Okay, signed, the universe. That's one of those types of connections. Okay, if you don't let go, it's just going to keep repeating the cycle over and over and over. Digging what I'm saying? Digging what I'm saying? Erky Durky. Leo, yeah! Leo. Got any Leos in here? Oop, okay, the Emperor. Some of y'all dealing with an Aries. Doesn't have to be. Many different avenues that I could take with that card right there. Really depends. Hang on. Let me just go ahead and shuffle into this spread and see how this energy plays in. Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Boom, Ace of Swords, okay. Page of Swords reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. All right, so this looks like something new here. Okay, this looks like something new. Something new coming in for a lot of you here, okay? But it looks like it's moving kind of slow, okay? Moving a little bit slow. Ace of Swords upright, Ace of Wands reversed. Sarah, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. And I see a little bit of impatience here, okay? This Mercury retrograde, this one that we're just not about to come out of, has been one of the most intense ones I have felt in a long time. A long time, okay? And it's, dude, I'm telling you, this has been intense. I mean, but yeah, this could be just communication here. Okay, Ace of Swords, okay, communication, talking to somebody new. Ace of Wands reversed, moving a little bit slow. It's kind of like going down the road with your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time, you know? Like there's communication happening, ideas are popping off. I know what I want to do, but something's slowing me down and holding me back. Okay, could be an Aquarius. I also have Sagittarius, Aries, and Taurus. Could be anybody though, y'all. There is a outcome resting in the current moment, and the underlying energy is the Empress. Okay, I do think that there is stability. Okay, this has potential for something very, very stable and long term. But right now, it's just not quite moving at the rate in which you would like it to. Okay, this could be a person at a distance from you here. Okay, but right now, man, Six of Pentacles, dude. See, there's a lot of potential here. A lot of potential. I just sense a lot of imbalance, a lot of impatience, and a lot of frustration here because, again, when we have these Ace of Swords moments, but Ace of Wands reversed, it's like, dude, sweet, the ideas are popping off, we're communicating, you know, but things are just moving slow. So a lot of you are talking to a new person right here, and things are just moving way too slow for you, okay? But it looks good. It looks like, aside from all the frustrating energies that are holding things back, it looks like there's a lot of potential here, y'all. Just be patient. Be patient and chillax. Let's get 3 advice cards for Leo. 3 advice cards. Boom, Knight of Cups. Okay, Knight of Cups. You know what that means. Who is that one tarot card reader? Ramblin' Mike. Y'all ever watch that dude? Every time he pulled the Knight of Cups, back in the day, I haven't watched him in a long time, but he would say, makes your heart go boom, diddy boom, diddy boom, or something like that. He cracked me up, man. I gotta check his channel out sometime. I haven't watched him in forever. Anyway, though, you know what this means. You know what this means. This time, I would definitely come forward with a love offer. I would, okay? Don't let your intentions not be known. Don't, like, beat around the bush and try to hint and this and that. Like, let your intentions be known. If you're into this person, let them know, dude. Let them know. Okay, that's the best thing that you can do is just put it all out on the table. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I want. We take it from there. We ain't got no time to be playing no games, no guessing games, no if, ands, or shoulda, coulda, woulda. No, let your intentions be known. Okay, you all are entering into a brand new cycle. Dude, the doorway is opening for a new cycle, okay? So you have to trust this process. 4 of Wands, Knight of Cups, the World card. Dude, man. Look. Most of the time, new cycles don't always happen overnight. They don't always happen overnight. They're slow and gradual, and especially during a Mercury retrograde, kicking off a new cycle, they can be very frustrating and nerve-wracking. Trust the process. Allow it to roll and unfold the way it naturally wants to, okay? It looks like y'all, man, you play your cards right, no pun intended. You're going to be starting into a brand new cycle with some very, very, very positive potential behind it, okay? Good. All right. Who is that? Leo. Virgo. 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 Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgo. Remember, if messages don't resonate, always check your Moon, Rising, and Venus. I should probably say that more often. 2 more shuffles here for Virgo. 2 more. Hangman reversed. Okay. 2 of Cups reversed. All right. Oh, see. Shit. Dude. Okay, check this out. Wow, this is intense. Okay, so I think the overall energy is the Hangman Reversed. So I think that you're releasing yourself from this and you're making the decision not to come together with this person, not to wait on this person. You don't want the drama. You don't want the fights. You don't want the arguments. You have done a very significant job at emotionally distancing yourself from this person in this situation. However, the person you're dealing with is very much still watching and keeping an eye on you and still feels one hell of a connection. Some of you are dealing with a twin flame connection. Okay, now when I say that, that's not going to be everybody. Okay, obviously, I didn't used to talk about twin flames. I've just been dipping my toes in the water of bringing that into my readings here very recently. Okay, but if you come to me for a personal reading and you say, is this person my twin flame? That is one of those types of questions that, for me, can only be answered one way, and that's this. Okay, that's this. Thanks for that super chat, D. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, there's a lot of distrust here. I think this person is very, very heavily guarded. Okay, I don't think you can trust this person 100%, Seven of Swords. Okay, they could be planning something. They could be planning a time to slide back in and try to communicate with you and this and that. But for the most part, I really don't think that you're waiting around on this. You may have been for quite some time. This may have plagued your mind for quite some time, but it looks like you have very diligently and successfully detached yourself from this and are releasing it. Okay, the Two of Wands, though, is the underlying energy. This person here is definitely waiting. Okay, so yeah, they're moving on from this. Y'all are both moving forward past this right here. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I think you are eventually, it's not here in this spread yet, but eventually you're going to hear from this person again. You are, okay? They're planning. They're planning it. So just, if I were you, I would stay on guard. I would stay on guard. Well, not on guard. Like, don't sit around and worry and be paranoid. Just know, though, that you're eventually going to hear from them again. I don't know right now if I would trust it. Page of Swords reversed, Seven of Swords. I don't know if I would trust it. It doesn't look honest. It doesn't look genuine. Anywho, let's get a few advice cards. Three advice cards for Virgo. Oop. All right. Well, this one had to come out too, didn't it? All right. So I wouldn't come together with this person right here. Your number one goal right now, Virgo. Your number one goal is happiness. Okay? Happiness. That's your number one goal. And that is exclusive to any connection that you have with a person, any family connections, any relationships. Just remember and keep in mind that it's nobody's responsibility to support somebody else emotionally. Okay? That is a privilege. It's a privilege. Okay? So it's not your job. Another person's emotional state is not your job to fix. Okay? And your fucked up emotional state is nobody else's responsibility to fix either. Again, that's a privilege. If we have somebody in our lives that wants to support us emotionally and be there for us and be a shoulder to lean on and whatnot, that is a privilege, not a right. We have to understand that that's not what relationships are for. Okay? Not what they're for. Alrighty. Who's next? Libra. Librarians. Got a cute little group of you up in here. Whoa. Oh, dude. Look what just jumped out for you. Hey, that one Libra reading that I did has brought me so many Libra clients. Okay, 10 of Cups energy here. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This looks positive. This looks very, very positive. Okay, hopefully the rest of the reading is positive here because this is the potential energy that has been coming up for y'all in almost every reading that I've done. And let me just talk a little bit about, on a personal note, most of the Libras who have been coming to me for personal readings, one-on-one video calls that I've talked to, it's very similar. I think there's something very interesting happening collectively with Libra energy, and that is it's time to start a new cycle whether you want to or not. Okay? Like, at any given time, any of us are invited to start a new cycle, Okay, new cycles are nerve-wracking, they're scary. Most of the time we don't. We run back to the old cycle because it's comfortable. But then there's those cycles where the universe is like, okay, time's up. All right, you're starting a new cycle whether you fucking want to or not. And it's going to be scary. It's going to be nerve-wracking. So that's one thing I'm noticing with a lot of just personal, when Libras come to me for personal stuff. And this type of positive energy has really been popping up a lot for y'all lately. Okay, let's get 5 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3 more here. 3 more. Oh, Hangman Reversed. Okay, Queen of Swords. All right, 6 of Cups reversed. 8 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Yep, so this is definitely... Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm seeing something new wanting to come in here, okay? Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aries. I do... The World reversed, okay. So, again, you're starting a new cycle whether you want to or not. Whether you want to or not. Here's the part, though, that's a little bit tricky about that, okay? There is still some... I don't want to say unfinished business, because it's not really, like, unfinished. But there's still some incomplete vibrational work from the past, okay, that has been neglected, okay? Whenever, like I said, healing is a very, very extensive process, and it really depends on what it is that we're healing, but it still needs to be paid attention to, and there's still some past energy, some past baggage that you're carrying along with you, but at this point, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? That past baggage is not holding you back. Again, you're starting a new cycle whether you want to or not. This new person, though, that I see you all communicating with is a little bit worried that they may be wasting their time. I think they feel like something is a little bit off. I see that they're a little bit nervous here. Again, this could be Mercury retrograde energy, okay? Communication is a son of a bitch. During a Mercury retrograde, dude, communication is so scratchy and sketchy and iffy and you know, you misunderstand what people mean. They misunderstand what you mean, and it's a big mess, you know? And I do see a lot of that happening here, okay? I do see a lot of that happening here. And a plane just has to fly over my house when I have the window open. Anyway, though, I think the majority of you, there is potential here. There's massive potential, but it's a little bit rocky. A little bit rocky, okay? Some of you, what it is you're not talking about the past, okay? Anything new coming in for a lot of you, there's this past energy that's still bothering you, and a lot of you are working on it all by yourself, not talking about it, not saying anything about it, but it shows. It shows. So like if I'm talking to you, I see and I feel something eating at you under the surface, but you're pretending it's not there. You're not acknowledging it. You're not bringing it up. You're not saying anything about it. You probably wouldn't even admit to it if I asked you, is everything okay? Yeah, everything's good. But I see and I feel something's going on under the surface there, which is some past energy that you're still working through. Hopefully you're working through it. Some of you are, some of you aren't. Okay, some of you are trying to ignore it. Okay, again, it's not going to pull you back into an old cycle, but it'll bring new challenges in your new cycle, if that makes sense. It'll manifest there's always going to be challenges, but it'll make them more challenging, if that makes any sense here. But there's a lot of potential here, Libra. Let's get some advice cards on the table for you. Advice for my librarians. Advice for Libra. Advice, advice, advice. 3 shuffle. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right. So focus on your money and your finances right now. Okay. You need to understand that whenever you start a new cycle, that nervous feeling, it's normal. Okay. I always have to, here's the disclaimer. Okay. Within the boundaries of morality. Within the boundary, I'm not advocating anybody do anything wrong or immoral or bad. I'm not advocating that. Within the moral boundaries, as long as you feel uncomfortable and nervous and kind of scared, you're on the right track. That's where growth is happening. Okay. Do not fail to pay attention to your demons. Okay. You gotta dig the demons up. You gotta dig up the past. You have to figure out a way to transmute the energy. Because again, if you neglect it, it's going to manifest in your new cycle. Okay. It's very, very important that we dig up one of those painful memories and say, okay, all right, how can I use what I learned here to better myself? How can I use the wisdom that I extracted from that situation to evolve and become a bigger, better version of myself? See what I'm saying? It's always possible. I'm sorry. It's always important, and it's definitely possible to transmute the energy of any experience that you've ever had. Okay, that's the goal here. That's the goal. All right. Who is that? Libra? Scorpio. Scorpio. We got any scorpions in here? It's a dry day today. Let me put some chapstick on. Ever since I moved to the desert, I've had to, this stuff is my best friend. Dry as hell out here, boy. Scorpio. What's up, y'all? Scorpio moon works. That works. Oh, the Lover's card could be a Gemini that you're dealing with. Some of you could be dealing with a twin flame connection. And I always have to add, that's not everybody. Not every single person is dealing with a twin flame connection, but some of you are. You know, that connection that, I can't tell you like whether you are, like what it feels like, but I can give you some hints, okay? Daisy, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. And happy birthday, too. Here's some hints as to whether or not you're dealing with a twin flame connection. It's so deep and intense, it's deeper than any emotional connection that you've ever even thought about. Deeper than any romantic connection that you ever even imagined possible. It's so deep, it's fucking scary. Fucking scary. It's like this person lives in your head. You know? It's really freaky, creepy, scary. Like, oh, you know, you almost want to turn it off. It's freaky. Okay? That's about the closest little blanket statement that I could give. Twin flame connections, it's not just any old everyday romantic connection. It's very intense and very frightening sometimes, okay? But again, that's not for everybody. Definitely some of you, though. Let's get 4 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, King of Swords. Oh. Yep, the Death in the reverse. Could be another Scorpio that you're dealing with here. Okay, Knight of Cups reverse, Wheel of Fortune. All right, so it's really, it always puts me in this weird, like, position whenever I'm reading a sign and your card comes out. So a lot of you are definitely outside of your comfort zone right now, okay? Some of you are dealing with somebody who is going to attempt to reconcile. Others of you are dealing with a connection that somebody is fighting the transitionary process, okay? Coming to an end and somebody's fighting against it. I don't think you and this person see eye to eye. I do see lots of disagreements, lots of, hopefully it's not like popping off into some really serious fights. I hope not, you know. But it does look like it's getting pretty rocky between you two, okay? It's to the point now, though, where you're becoming very, very emotionally detached from this. Very, very cold. Maybe at one point, this feels like a cycle. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is here, but it definitely feels to me like a lot of you are dealing with somebody that this is nothing new. This has gone on for a while, and it's to the point now where it's like, I don't even really have any emotion left to give this situation. It's all gone. It's all drained out of me, and you're very, very cold and just matter of fact, fuck it type of, you know? Could be an air sign that you're dealing with. But the underlying energy here is the Nine of Swords in the reverse. I think you're finally getting over this. It's to the point now where I think that you're making up your mind that you don't want the drama. You don't want the bullshit here. Okay, the cycle is complete between the two of you, I think. Yeah, Nine of Wands reversed, Nine of Swords reversed. Okay? I don't want the drama. I don't want the bullshit. I don't want the, you know, like, I don't. No, I'm good. I think a lot of you are going to pass. A lot of you are going to turn this down and pass it up. Okay, if this is an attempted reconciliation. But the connection is intense, boy. It's intense. We realize, though, that even if you detach yourself emotionally, that has nothing to do with the damn connection. Emotions, while they are very intense and they're basically our video game controller, emotion in and of itself isn't the connection. That is our response to the connection, but it's not the connection. I don't care if you're emotionally attached or not. You're still very, very connected, and it can drive you nuts, can't it? Absolutely. Let's get 3 advice cards for you here. Boom, the Tower in the reverse. Don't do anything sudden and unexpected. Okay? Star in the reverse. Do not try to figure this out logically. Okay? The more you try to figure this out, the less sense it's going to make. Okay? 5 of Cups in the reverse. Not only do you need to allow yourself to heal, but it's very important that you train yourself, keyword train yourself, to focus on the positive end of the spectrum. Okay? That does not mean be naive and stick your head in the sand. I'm not saying deny and shut out and run away from the negative end of the spectrum. I'm saying focus your attention on the positive end of the spectrum. Okay? Everything in the dualistic universe, it's dualistic. Okay? So there's going to be positive and negative side by side simultaneously at all times. There has to be. Okay? Which end do you choose to focus on? Which end do you choose to focus on? The positive end or the negative end? It's as simple as that. Okay? Most of us are trained and pretty much brainwashed into focusing on the negative. Okay? That's just the way we've been indoctrinated our entire lives. And right now, it's very, very difficult to switch, isn't it? If you're one of those types of people who your mind is so hardwired into paying attention to negativity, right now in 2020, they got you, don't they? Oh, yeah. They got you. They got you. Mm-hmm. They got a lasso around your neck and shackles and chains on you energetically. Mm-hmm. 3 shuffles here. This is Sagittarius, by the way. Sagittarius. Saggy-waggy. Sagittarius. Down. Boom, boom. Could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with here. Definitely some past energy, though. Yep, definitely some past energy. I don't see communication here, but this is a very unhealthy connection, and I think you're healing from. You're healing from, and I think the person that you're dealing with is having a bit of a hard time healing from this. I think that there either is or has been a lot of silence between the two of you for quite some time, okay? With the Knight of Swords in the reverse right here. But this was, some of you are dealing with a connection in which there was a lot of addiction issues. Some of you, it was just sex-based, but I do think that it was very, very selfish, and it was more self-indulgence than anything, okay? It was a very unhealthy connection. And the person you're dealing with, I think, wants to come out of the cold and come back around and make a return here. I don't really think you're interested, though, okay? You're healing up from this, okay? Magician card, okay? You're healing up from this, and you're on to bigger and better things. You know it would be a waste of your time. So if communication tries to come through, I think you're probably either going to ignore it or maybe turn it down or just give them the cold shoulder because, like I said, be a waste of time, I think. I don't even really think that you trust this person very much, okay? I don't really think that you do. Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. Let's see, I have Taurus and Capricorn, okay? But I think every element. No, I have air sign, fire sign, earth sign, okay? But yeah, they're coming to their senses, and I think that they're starting to realize what they did and how wrong it was. But with that devil energy right there, I don't really know if, even if like the two of you were to try to like talk things out, I don't really know if the right amount of work that it would take to transmute this energy is one or the other or both of you isn't willing to do it. Thanks for that super chat. Hayla, is that how you say your name? I hope I said that right. If not, I'm sorry, but thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, though, yeah, that devil energy there. There's still that demon. There's still that unhealthy, whatever it was between the two of you that became toxic and unhealthy in the past, it's still there. It's still there. It's still there, okay? So if the two of you, if you came back around and attempted to like reconcile or work things out, it would still be there and you would repeat the cycle, okay? Three of Swords reversed. Yeah, see, Six of Cups reversed. There's still a lot of negativity, okay? There's still a lot of unhealed, what's it called? Just a grudge being held, man. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's get 3 advice cards for Saggy Wadgy. 3 advice cards. 3 advice cards. Okay, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Let's get 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups reversed. Okay. So right now, I would not. If this person tries to talk to you or get your attention, and when I say get your attention, it could be anything. Let's say, for example, you know how annoying this is. People do this to me all the time, and I hate it. They'll go to your Facebook profile and they'll just hit like, and then you'll have like 75 notifications, all from the same person. By the way, if you do that to me, I'll block you. Just to let you know, if you try to get my attention like that, you're blocked. Anyway, they could be doing that. They could be like, you know, commenting on a picture. It's like, why are you trying to talk to me? They're trying to get your attention. Okay, don't entertain it. Don't play with it. Don't. Okay, your number 1 goal right now is healing. Okay, you need to heal from this. Find a way to release and let this go. That's easier said than done. I know. I'm not here to make it sound like it's easy, but figure out a way to heal from this. Figure out a way to transmute that energy. I'll tell you that. I've told like 10 of the signs that today so far, it seems like. Almost everybody, that past energy needs to be healed from, okay? And healing doesn't mean, oh, it doesn't hurt no more. Healing means I'm thankful for that experience. Think about that. Do you believe that it's possible for this past situation to one of these days be something that you learned so much from this and it helped you transcend, like evolve in such a crazy way that you're thankful that it happened? You look back and you're like, I'm glad that happened. That's the goal here. That's the goal. Because in point of fact, nothing in our life is an accident. Okay? Nothing. Absolutely not. So, if nothing is an accident, it's our job to figure it out and connect the dots. Okay? Alrighty. Capricorn. Cappies. Caparoo, dude. What's up with my Caparoos? Howdy doody, my Caparoos. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Capricorn. 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 2 more. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Wow, this look okay. So you've definitely completed a cycle. Definitely completed a cycle. I think the person that you're dealing with, man, this is coming out a lot, dude. How many times has this card come out today? Okay, a lot of twin flame unions are happening now. A lot. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Again, I have to say it. Not everybody is dealing with a twin flame, but those of us who are, lots of twin flame unions are happening. The reason being, right now we are right smack dab in the middle of the ascension. Okay, right smack dab in the middle of it. And it's very important that twin flames come together pop the cap off of that vibrational limit, barf up all your old demons and all that old shit that's been buried for years and years and years so that you vibrate higher. Okay? When you vibrate higher, you affect the frequency of everybody around you, whether you know it or not. Okay? Take a guitar. Okay? Any of you know anything about stringed instruments? This is the example that I always give. I've been playing guitar since I was a wee little kid, okay? So this is the best thing I can think to describe. Take a guitar, you pluck one of the strings, okay, and let it ring, especially if the volume's turned up real loud. Bang! And let it ring. What happens, guitar players? What happens? The string next to it starts ringing too, don't it? Because the vibration, the frequency of that string affects the strings around it. Very similarly, that's what we're doing here. That's the purpose of a twin flame connection. Once you come together with your twin, it can be very scary. It can be very intense. It can be very, sometimes it can turn kind of ugly. It's not uncommon for ugly things to happen. But basically, once you get up all that old garbage, well, most of it. I mean, you're still going to have some negative thought forms. Don't get it twisted. But you're going to like. The majority of it will come up to the surface and you'll release all of that. And again, the process can be kind of ugly sometimes. But then by default, now you were vibrating here. Now you and your twin are vibrating here now. And there's lots and lots and lots of twin flame unions happening right now. Okay? Because we got to get the vibrations raised, y'all. We got to raise the vibes of as many people on this planet as we possibly can. Okay? As many as we possibly can. So anyway, having said that, I see old things phasing out and new things phasing in. A lot of you are dealing with a twin flame connection in which they're walking away. Okay? Even if it's not a twin flame, very intense connection that was meant for a very, very, very important specific reason. And the person you're dealing with, though they are walking away from this and not choosing to communicate, could be blocked communication between the two of you, they still feel the connection very intensely. Okay? Rachel, thanks for that super chat. Thank you so much. Thanks for the positive feedback. They still feel the connection very intensely. Don't get it twisted. Just because they're walking away and not saying nothing and maybe very poor communication between the two of you, they feel it. Oh, yes, they do. Okay. I think that you all are coming together with somebody new here. I see that's an old cycle phasing out and a new cycle phasing in. Okay. You Queen of Swords reversed now. Okay. So y'all are still dealing with the I think a lot of you are a little bit rough around the edges now as a result of this past connection, okay? So there's somebody new coming in here and you're still very, very heavily guarded, but I do see a new person in here, okay? The underlying energy, though, is the Two of Swords. I don't really know if a solid decision is going to be made here. It's just kind of like, man, this separating from a connection this intense, okay? Dude, you got your guard up. You're very heavily guarded. Very restless, very nervous about something new. So I see a lot of reluctance when it comes to this new person here. But Wheel of Fortune, though. Wheel of Fortune, cycle complete, y'all. Cycle complete. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All righty. Who is that? Capricorn. Aquarius. Oh, no, hold up. We got to get some advice cards for Capricorn. Got to get some advice cards. Sorry about that, y'all. He's getting to the end. He's getting restless. Let's get 3 advice cards for Aquarius. Page of Pentacles. Okay. 2 of Pentacles reversed. And the King of Cups. Okay. So, look. Take it slow. Take it slow. Okay. It is time for you to step out into new uncharted territory. Take accountability for your own emotional state. Okay. Right now, if you are dealing with some pain from the past, maybe with a new connection, you might want to just kind of take it slow. Take it slow. Don't jump in head first, okay? Take it slow. Your healing is your number one priority. I will say that till the cows come home, y'all. Your healing is your number one priority, not a relationship. I'm not saying relationships are not important. I'm very pro love and romance, okay? But I'm very anti going about it the wrong way. Okay? Very anti going about love the wrong way. And entering into a love relationship while I'm broken from a past person in hopes that a new relationship is going to make my problems go away is the wrong way to go about it. Okay? And I would feel very safe betting that is what a huge number of us are doing here in the first place, right? So, Make sure that you are emotionally in check, that your emotions are balanced and cool, and you take accountability for your own emotional state. Take it slow. Any new communication, any new person coming in, take it slow. Don't take on too much. Okay, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't take on too much. Don't bite off more than you can chew, basically. I was just telling Taurus that earlier. That's a big earth sign thing. Big earth sign challenge. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Y'all all do that, okay? Go around and do all this extra shit, and then when nobody hands out trophies for it, you get pissed off. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? I have a very heavy Virgo influence myself, so I totally relate. I totally relate. Anywho, Aquarius. Aquarius. 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, Ace of Pentacles. Good dealio. That's a good overall energy here. Okay. Things are moving a little bit slow here. King of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so what the hell? Okay, some of y'all are dealing with a Cancer. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. Okay, could be anybody though. You're definitely off to a new start right now though. But again, this Mercury retrograde energy is making things seem like they're just moving so slow. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Chariot reversed. Okay, this is like getting in your car, pulling up the e-brake and driving down the road, you know? That type of energy. And Mercury retrograde is notorious for that, y'all. So just relax. Relax and let it roll the way it's going to roll. But let's see. I think this is some past energy right here, okay? This is some past energy where the person that you're dealing with feels like you did them very wrong. They feel like you abandoned them. They're still hurt by this, okay? They're still hurt by this. I think they want to reach out and communicate. You could be at a distance from this person here. But, you're off to a new start, though. You're off to a brand new start. I don't really think you take things seriously here. Yeah, see, you're getting over this. I don't know. I think you have your good days and your bad days. I don't think you're 100% healed from this, though. Not 100%. Maybe on your best day, you know, you're totally like... You know, but like on a bad day, especially if you're in a bad mood, and I say, yo, Aquarius, let's talk about this person. And we really get to talking about it. And let's sit and carry on a conversation. You'll start getting pissed off, won't you? You start getting angry and start getting frustrated and start getting irritated. That means you're not 100% healed from this yet. Okay? So it's really hard to say because they have Ace of Wands, could be a fire sign here. You have 2 of Wands. Okay, so I don't really know if this person tries to get your attention. I don't really know if you're going to acknowledge it. Okay, I think you might just ignore it, which is what you all do best anyway, isn't it? You're getting over this. Damn, man. Very, very confusing here. Very confusing. 4 swords, 2 of Wands. So it's really, really hard to say. Yeah, Hangman reversed. And the 10 of Cups. Some of you are already like, okay, so some of you are already involved with something right here, but when it comes to this right here, I don't see a decision being made. Okay? It could be this person really, really wants to reconcile and make things right and try to get back with you again or something like that, but you don't trust it. You don't trust it. Okay? You're off to a new start. Some of you are off to a new financial start. Some of you are starting a new business, maybe taking a promotion at work. Ace of Pentacles being your overall energy, you're off on a new path right now. And I think when it comes to this person right here, I don't really think y'all are 100% healed. I really don't. That's why this keeps showing up. And it's so iffy as to whether or not there's going to be any communication or any action taken or anybody coming forward and communicating, because I just don't really think, I think y'all need to heal from it. And maybe, this is just my personal opinion, maybe if it really, really, really is that big of a deal and it's that hard to heal from, maybe you should reach out. I've had to do that. Oh yes, I've had to swallow that big old ego pill and be the one that reaches out. Oh yes, I have. Absolutely. Let's get some advice cards for you though. Advice for Aquarius. Okay, focus on success, okay? Now, I know that sounds kind of trendy, but what I mean is, if you have a goal in mind, don't focus on the negative end of things, okay? Don't focus on what you don't want. If you want to succeed, focus on success. Don't focus on failure. Don't focus on things that piss you off. Don't compare where you're going now to your past failures. Okay, there is no such thing as failure, y'all. There really isn't. Okay, the only people who fail are the people who give up. Give up and abandon the path. Okay? The path to success, it's not going to be one linear pathway. It's not. You're going to change paths, you know, many, many, many times. As long as you keep moving towards that destination, yes, you may experience a big obstacle where you have to change pathways. Yes, you may have to change the way you're moving down this path. A lot of evolution has to happen, but you have to be headed towards that destination on the horizon. The only people who fail are the people who turn around, give up, and walk away. Okay? So if you want success, keep your eye on that goal and just keep moving forward. Okay? Take accountability for your own emotional state. Okay? At the end of the day, don't blame the outside world for how you feel. Okay? Especially if it's a reoccurring thing. All right, a lot of you, this is kind of normal. A lot of you are dealing with something that keeps happening to you over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And it keeps irritating you and pissing you off. And irritating you and pissing you off. And what the universe is trying to do is it's trying to shine a light on something on you that's unhealed, so that you can look inside and say, you know what? What if this thing didn't piss me off? What if this thing could happen and not even bother me? What can I do to make sure that that happens? Okay, and then once you start doing that kind of work, okay, all right, well, let's go ahead and let this thing happen again. Let me test myself and catch myself as I work on changing my emotional and psychological response to this. Watch your outside world begin to change once you start doing those things. And Seven of Swords reversed. Anybody new that comes in, okay? Be 100% real, raw, and honest, and lay it all on the table from the get-go, okay? Don't be playing no games. Don't be coming forward with no bullshit, okay? Time to be honest with anybody new that comes in. Anybody from the past that comes back around, it's very important to accept any apologies that are, like, basically, I apologize for anything that I did to you, and I forgive you for anything that you did to me. And clear the air and let bygones be bygones, okay? So, take that as it resonates. Anyway, last but not least, Pisces. 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 Three shuffles for Pisces. Three more. Queen of Swords, okay. Oh, dude, man. All right, some of you are dealing with a twin flame connection. Damn, dude, that's come up so many times today for so many signs, dude. You are walking away from this. I feel like you feel like this person did you very wrong. You feel abandoned. You feel wronged. You feel betrayed. Okay? You do feel like you were betrayed. And you're still carrying this burden. Okay? I think that you're very emotionally detached from this person in this situation, but you still feel betrayed. You still feel like you were done wrong, and you're still carrying the burden of that betrayal, okay? The person you're dealing with does feel a very, very, very intense connection. It could be a Gemini, okay? You are healing from this, don't get it twisted, but you're still carrying burdens for whatever reason. I think it's the connection. Okay, again, some of you, not everybody, but some of you are dealing with a twin flame connection. Even if it's not a twin flame connection, it's still a very, very intense connection that was no accident whatsoever. No accident. Don't ever think that these types of connections that have this type of profound effect on you are accidents. That's kind of condescending to think that the universe is that stupid. Okay, it was no accident. Okay, this was a very, 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 very meaningful connection. The person you're dealing with, on the other hand, here is made a decision to not communicate. I do think that they still peep you out. They still watch you. They still keep an eye on you. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but could be anybody. But yeah, right now I think they're more focused on their work and their finance, but they feel the connection too. Don't get it twisted. They feel a very, very deep, intense connection, okay? Very deep and very intense. But they don't want the drama. They don't want the immature games. They don't want any bullshit. Page of Wands reversed, okay? The outcome resting in the current moment, though, is that you are healing from this. It's just going to take quite some time. Like I said, a lot of you, I mean, just a lot of the signs, a lot of people, period, are starting to understand that an energetic connection and an emotional connection are two different things. Okay, I can detach from you emotionally and still be driven absolutely insane by the connection, right? Oh yeah, and that may blow a lot of water signs' minds whenever you come to this conclusion. I think it was Scorpio that had something like this going on too a minute ago. You're a water sign. It might blow your mind when you realize, well, fuck, I don't have any emotions for you, but I can't shake this connection because energy penetrates those ego emotions, penetrates them, pew, goes straight through that energetic connection that we have. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get a few advice cards for you. Advices for Pisces. I had to. Don't judge me. Alrighty. 3 advice cards. Oop, there's one. The 10 of Wands. Okay. All right, so it's very, very important to sit and pick through that, I think. The burdens that you're carrying, why are you burdened by it? Were you betrayed, or did the universe do you a favor? Seriously, like, think about it. Think about it, honestly. Now, this connection wasn't an accident, so why did it happen? Why? If you can't find the reason, create one. You're powerful enough to do that. You know that, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, and you have the power, and it would behoove you to transmute this into something positive. But it's your choice. You have to choose to. You have to be willing to do that. Okay, the 8 of Wands. A lot of you need to get your ass up and travel. Go somewhere. See something new. Change your scenery a little bit. Okay. And the 6 of Wands. Man, you got a lot of fire energy in here, man. All 3 advice cards were fire. Okay. So focus on success. Like I just told, I think, Aquarius. If you are on a pathway towards success, you need to focus on success, okay? The path, well, I just told Aquarius this, so for those of you still watching, I'm pretty much going to say the same thing I said to them. But the pathway towards success, you will change pathways. You will experience huge obstacles and where you have to change your strategy, change the path, maybe take a different turn, but you still focus on, like, it's like a rainbow that touches down on the horizon. You still focus on that, okay? It's going to be a long, the only people who fail are the people who turn around and abandon the path, okay? There really is no such thing as failure, honestly. There really isn't. Not really. If something isn't a success, it's a learning experience. And when you do, not if, but when you succeed, you will see that wasn't a failure. Dude, you know how much I learned? There's no way I would be able to do what I'm doing successfully today if I hadn't learned that back there. You'll see. That is the key to success. Those of you who are able to flip into that mindset to where nothing bad happens to you, learning experiences happen for you. If you flip yourself into, there is nothing stopping you from success. That's the key. Once you start walking with that perspective, nothing is stopping you from success but yourself. Alrighty. I feel like the messages my signs needed to hear have come through. I greatly appreciate everybody for tuning in and playing along. Thank you all so much for the likes and the comments and the super chats and the positive feedback and all that good jazz. Thanks for the super chat, Riley. Thanks, I appreciate it. Remember to look in the description of the video for information on scheduling personal readings. And 2222 mini readings are back now. Okay, all that's in the description as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. All right, thanks again for tuning in and playing along, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. All right, y'all have a good one.